Grandpa. Tonight you promised me a story with dragons.
Indeed, little one. Let me tell you of Violet Sorrengail, a fragile girl who never wished for war, yet was sent to Basgiath War College. Her journey began at the Parapet, a deadly bridge stretched over endless darkness. The wind screamed, stone trembled, and every step felt like it could be her last.
I would never dare cross such a place. Did Violet?
Yes. Though terror gnawed at her bones, she whispered numbers under her breath, each step a promise she would not stop. She reached the other side, small but unbroken. Courage, child, is not the absence of fear. It is fear walked through, step by trembling step.
What happened once she survived?
Within the walls of Basgiath, Violet discovered cruelty in training, rivals sharper than blades, and instructors who showed no mercy. But she also found Rhiannon, a fierce ally, and met Xaden Riorson, the feared wing leader marked by his father's rebellion.
Was he truly dangerous?
To some, yes. To Violet, he was mystery, perhaps even a mirror of her own hidden strength. Trust, my dear, is not given whole. It is earned slowly, coin by coin, through actions, not words.
And the dragons?
Then came threshing, the choosing of dragons. The skies burned with fire, cadets cried out, some reduced to ash, others ignored like shadows. Against all odds, Violet stood before Tairn, an ancient black dragon, vast as storm clouds. He measured her, weighed her, and chose her. And then, something rarer still happened. Andarna, a young silver dragon, bonded to Violet as well. 2 dragons for 1 rider.
2 dragons? That sounds impossible.
Impossible things, little one, are often possibilities waiting for belief. Power is never a gift, it is a loan, and responsibility is the interest demanded.
Grandpa, what happened after Violet bonded with the dragons?
Ah, child, the bond was only the beginning. With Tairn's strength and Andarna's youth, Violet stepped into a world of power she had never dreamed of. But power attracts envy. Other cadets whispered, plotted. Some even threatened her life. They feared what she represented: change, danger, and hope.
Did they try to hurt her?
Yes. Some challenged her openly in sparring rings. Others struck in shadows. Violet learned that survival was not just about strength of arm, but sharpness of mind. Remember this: the mind is a blade, and words can cut deeper than steel.
Did her dragons protect her?
They watched, yes, but dragons do not coddle, they test. Tairn demanded she rise, demanded she match the bond with courage. Andarna, young and gentle, offered her whispers of comfort, though even she would not shield Violet from every blow.
That sounds lonely.
It was. But loneliness can forge resilience. Through nights of pain and days of trial, Violet's will grew iron strong. Strength of spirit is born not in ease, but in endurance.
And what about Xaden? Was he still her enemy?
Their paths tangled like thorned vines. He tested her, mocked her, yet sometimes shielded her when others would see her broken. She did not know if he was foe or reluctant ally. In his eyes, rebellion still burned, and Violet feared and respected him both. Often, the people we mistrust most are the ones fate binds us closest to.
So, Violet had to fight, to learn, to grow. But was she ready?
Readiness is not a gift, child. It is forged in fire. And Violet, though fragile, would be tempered by flame.
Grandpa, tell me more. What trials came next for Violet?
After bonding with her dragons, Violet carried power, but also a target upon her back. Enemies sharpened their blades, jealous of her strength. Each day at Basgiath War College was a trial by fire. In the sparring rings, she faced cadets twice her size, warriors bred for battle, while her bones still ached from yesterday's wounds.
How could she fight them? She was so small.
She fought, not with strength, but with cunning. Violet learned to move where they expected her least, to turn her weakness into unpredictability. Remember, child, the smallest blade in the right place can cut down the mightiest foe.
So her mind became her weapon.
Exactly. And though her body bent under pressure, her spirit did not. For every strike she endured, she rose again, and that resilience became her shield. But challenges were not only of flesh and steel. The politics of Basgiath were poisonous. Secrets lingered in whispers, and danger hid in every shadow.
Even her friends.
Some could be trusted, others not. Even among allies, doubt can grow. But Violet's heart taught her to listen carefully and guard her trust. Trust is a bridge, child. Step too quickly and it may break beneath you.
And Xaden? Was he still near her?
Yes. He lingered like a storm on the horizon. Sometimes he threatened, sometimes he shielded her. The truth between them was tangled but undeniable. Every time Violet thought she understood him, he revealed another hidden layer: anger, sorrow, duty, or perhaps even kindness.
That sounds confusing.
Life often is, little one. The people who frighten us most are often those who change us deepest.
But she survived, didn't she?
She did more than survive. She grew sharper, wiser, and more determined with each trial. The fragile girl who stepped onto the parapet was no longer the same.
Grandpa, please don't stop now. What new dangers did Violet face?
Chapter 4 of her journey was laced with peril. The War College was no sanctuary. It was a crucible. Each week brought challenges meant to break even the strongest cadets. One of the harshest trials came during tactical exercises. Teams of riders were pitted against one another in fierce competitions, where wit and strategy mattered as much as strength.
Did Violet win?
Not always. She stumbled, faltered, even lost at times. But each defeat became a lesson, each scar a story etched into her heart. Failure, child, is not the end. It is the beginning of wisdom, if we are brave enough to learn.
So, she learned, even when she failed.
Precisely. While others mocked her, Violet sharpened her mind. She studied maps, memorized formations, and turned every insult into fuel for her determination. And when battles came, she used guile to outwit stronger foes. Her small frame became an advantage, quick, elusive, impossible to predict.
She sounds clever.
Cleverness is survival's twin. Muscles may fail, but a sharp mind will always find a path through shadows.
Did the dragons guide her in those trials?
Tairn often scolded her for weakness, demanding she rise above. Andarna, young and gentle, reminded Violet that even in fire, there could be light. Together they became her balance, discipline and compassion, storm and silver dawn.
It sounds like she was growing stronger.
Indeed, strength is not forged in comfort, but in the fires of trial. And Violet's fire was only beginning to burn.
Grandpa, what came after those trials? Was Violet finally respected?
Respect at Basgiath was never freely given. Even after victories, there were whispers of weakness, jealous eyes, and rivals eager to drag her down. One night, an ambush nearly cost her life. Cadets who envied her bond with two dragons struck from the shadows. Violet stood her ground, wounded but unyielding.
Did she fight them all alone?
She fought with every ounce of will. But sometimes strength comes not only from within. Rhiannon and a few loyal allies rushed to her side, proving that bonds of friendship can be shields stronger than steel. Remember this: one loyal friend is worth more than 100 eager admirers.
So she wasn't alone after all.
Indeed. And as she healed, she realized that her struggle was shaping her into something more than she imagined. Each scar became a badge of survival. Even the dragons tested her endlessly. Tairn's booming voice often thundered in her mind, demanding discipline. Andarna, though gentler, reminded her that compassion was also a strength.
They sound like a family in their own way.
A harsh one, but yes. Dragons are not parents, but they are eternal teachers. True strength is forged when love and duty walk together.
And Xaden? Did he appear again?
Yes, his shadow lingered everywhere she went. Sometimes he was her fiercest critic, sometimes her unexpected protector. Their bond was tangled with secrets neither could fully speak. It was in those moments of doubt that Violet learned another truth. Enemies may sometimes teach us more than friends.
That sounds dangerous.
Dangerous, yes, but danger sharpens the soul. Violet was no longer the fragile girl who trembled on the parapet. She was becoming something far greater.
Grandpa, what happened as Violet grew stronger?
By the time she reached the later stages of training, Violet was no longer overlooked. Every cadet knew her name, some with respect, others with envy. Trials intensified, aerial maneuvers, dangerous missions, and strategies that could mean life or death. Her dragons pushed her further, demanding she prove worthy of their bond.
Were the missions dangerous?
Deadly. Many cadets never returned, but Violet refused to bow to fear. Each mission etched new strength into her soul. Fear, child, is a compass. It tells us where the danger lies, but also where courage is needed most.
Did she ever want to quit?
Many times. Yet every time she considered it, she remembered the abyss beneath the parapet, and she chose forward. It was in those days that Violet learned leadership, not through power or threats, but through resilience and the loyalty she inspired in others.
Even Xaden followed her.
Their relationship grew more complex, sometimes ally, sometimes adversary, yet always bound by an unspoken understanding. Life often places us beside those we least expect for reasons we only discover with time.
Grandpa, was Violet ready for the final tests?
Her greatest test was not in the classroom or sparring ring, but on the battlefield. Darkness threatened her kingdom, and every rider was called to defend it. Violet rose into the sky on Tairn's back, and Andarna close beside them. Fire and steel clashed all around, but her courage burned brighter than fear.
Did she survive the battle?
Yes, though wounded, though blooded, Violet stood tall when the dust settled. She proved herself not just as a survivor, but as a rider worthy of legend. True heroes are not those who never fall, but those who rise again after every fall.
She became a hero.
A reluctant one, perhaps. But destiny had chosen her, and she embraced it with every breath.
Grandpa, what does Violet's story teach us?
That even the smallest, most fragile among us can carry the heaviest destinies. That strength is not the absence of weakness, but the refusal to surrender. That love and loyalty can turn fear into fire. And above all, child, that the greatest battles are not won on the field, but within our hearts.
Thank you, Grandpa. I'll remember.
One day, little one, you'll tell this story yourself, and perhaps add your own wisdom to it.